Hello and welcome back to Mordheim City of the Damned and the adventures of our Reckless Rangers with me, Bardon. I decided that we are going to do this Walk in the Fog. It's a hard mission, Wordstone Rush, average and average, so each warband deploys in a wide arc from their wagon, far from each other. So that's great for us. It gives us time to set up. The hard difficulty shouldn't be too bad for us. We just took on a brutal and wiped out the sisters pretty easily, but I'm definitely not making the mistake of thinking that I can do the deadly yet. So let's get in here and get this one done.
Scouts have reported a rival warband in the vicinity. Before you can find them, a heavy fog settles over the ruins. Unable to pick up the enemy's trail, your warriors deploy from their wagon and spread out to sweep the area in search of your foe.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. The last two episodes actually, we've had some really good luck in finding basically perfect spots to hole up. Let's mark this up. Okay, and let's mark that up as well, I guess. Okay, so they are all the way over there, and we're over here. So it's going to be somewhere in this region, really, where we're going to look to set up. Now, how is this fence? So the fence looks like it's intact all the way. So then that could be, it's too wide for a choke point, and it's too far away from the building as well. How about here? So there's one there, and again it's a bit too wide. The buildings are a possibility. How about if we go further this way? Nothing really jumping out. So I think we're going to have to wait until we get closer and see if we can pick a spot. But we definitely need to be going for the similar kind of choke point idea. I think in terms of deploying, I want Paris to be up towards the north, or at least up towards the top of our deployment range, if he'll ever get there. There we go. Okay, Game Night can deploy from the wagon. Morjax, you can go there, that's fine, yeah. Dick Turpin on this side is fine as well. David is bowing there, nice. Brascus there. David is gunning. I want to bring you a bit further forward. Okay, yeah. And then I want you down this end. Cupid, you can go there. So, no particular reason why, but I have a feeling that we're going to be facing Skaven. And as I said, there's no rhyme or reason for why I think that. Now look at here, this is interesting. So we got a block there, but then see they can get around too easily. So if there wasn't all the holes in the wall, this would definitely be a nice place to set up. Now here has some potential. So let's overwatch here, because we've got the block we want there, and then it looks like it's a long way around then to circumvent that, as long as they can't just go over there where the lie is above his head. But we got a nice cluster there that we can claim at least. And if we go on the far side of that, it means that we could have some decent protection for ourselves. Now, let's check where we want to go in terms of wordstone. So we're not going to go into the building. We're just going to come... So where is the wordstone? It must be up there. And if that's the case, then we need to find a spot to jump up. So there doesn't seem to be any on this side. Let's retrace our steps a little. Okay, and then head this way. Gonna have to look into that a bit more, I guess. Let's Overwatch your game night. Morjax can head in that direction as well. So why didn't that show up earlier when I was there with game night? Maybe because he didn't have the blue pills to use it. That would make some sense. Dick Turpin then. So if we're going to be heading over that way to set up our block, Dick Turpin needs to come back towards the rest of the guys. I don't think he can get through there. He definitely can't get through there. Okay, so let's Overwatch with him here. David is blowing, then you can see you can get through there. Okay, that's good. And then Overwatch from here. Brascus, which end were you on? You're on this end, okay. So head this way and around the corner, please. And Overwatch. So the good thing about the spot that we're heading for is that it does have some wordstone there. It means that the AI may dispatch some of their guys towards it to start with, but they certainly won't bring their entire warband in that direction, and that gives us the advantage that we really want, which is to pick off a few of them at the start, and then with them being scattered, not because they were scattered at the start, but just because they were looking for different wordstone points, we can then take them out the same way we did with the sisters, hopefully, and the undead before them as well. Okay, now Cupid here has, limited movement because I've got him in heavy armor, just to keep him a bit safer at the start. But it does mean he's going to be a bit tardy to the party. And don't tell him that he is,
a new round has started.
His plan to try and keep his loyalty under wraps doesn't really work when you look at him from the back. But nobody in the warband is going to tell him that. Okay, so Paris, you can scavenge here. So we've got Bugman's Ale, not really interested. Thanks for the offer all the same. Someone else can grab it, I guess, at some stage. But you can gather this wordstone here. Okay, so we've got a cluster to start with.
Objectives updated.
And I'm going to put you, let's see, about here in an Overwatch stance. Now the enemy can go down there and come around, but we can still block up there and there as well. So it's not a bad little area to have our guys. Defenses might give us a bit of trouble with getting shots on people, but I think overall we should be okay. And it's similar to when we faced an undead warband, not too well, actually towards the start of the series. Now let's Overwatch here with game night. Okay, so we've seen one of them already, so they're coming to us a bit earlier than I expected. And he's giving us some Chains of Chaos, which I'm sure isn't nice, but he got dumbfounded himself. Okay, so even though we're in a bit of a rush, Morjax is going to climb up there. Okay, and then get us some of this word stone, so it's a shard, that's nice.
Objectives updated.
Now we can step in a trap for starters, that was all planned of course. Jump down. And head around this way and Overwatch. So we might have to fall back to this side of the, I don't know what you'd call, oh, where, he's going the right way. I don't know what you'd actually call the outcropping with the kind of bones and stuff, but whatever that is, I suppose it's some kind of corruption. It's probably going to be a good idea to set the block up just around where game night is and then shoot over that way for now, rather than trying to hold the whole area in behind the fence. So let's bring Brascus up as well. So yeah, let's just have a quick look. It doesn't look like they can get around that way, and even if they do, I think we should be okay in terms of sending someone there to plug it. It's just the case then, so he's there, so he's going to come that way. He's probably going to come through that way as well, and then it's just about how many of them are going to actually decide to come up this way. That's where we could have a bit of trouble. But at the moment I'm okay with how we're setting up here. Okay, so David, then you've got to go around the corner, I think. Yeah, and catch up as much as you can. Now, and you can come up to here. Now that guy is likely to come through there. So what we're going to do is instead of shooting him, we're going to put down a trap for him. And then I want to back and off around the corner and then end her turn there. Eros, you're a bit away from the action. He's not going to be able to get into position to be one of our tanks, I don't think. So it's probably going to be Paris and Dick Turpin to start, or Paris and whoever else happens to find himself plugging the gap if Dick Turpin can't make it there in time. It might actually be Anne there, who I don't really want to turn into a tank. I want to keep her more
a new round has started.
More of a ranged character. That guy hasn't turned up, which is great. Let's go the other way, please. Okay, let's back you off as far as... So we want to make it as hard as possible for them to engage with more than a couple of people. So it looks like you are actually going to scavenge there. So you may as well take that. I probably should have shot that guy actually before I came back. Of course, I always think of these things later. But let's at least Overwatch. Wow, whatever that guy did to us really does make our shots very expensive. Now, Game Night, unfortunately, is the person plugging the other side of the gap. And he doesn't fare too well when he gets into scraps like that. So hopefully we can get him out of there ASAP. So they've gathered 4 pieces of wordstone. So if they bring that to us, that would be great, because then we only need to find 3 more ourselves. Okay, so he's got stupidity, which is brilliant. Game Night is going to aim his shot at you and then reload for free, and then he's going to aim again, and he's going to back off and let someone else plug the gap, I think, and then reload for 1 and end his turn. Morjax now can come up. Okay, so can you get a shot on the guy? Yes, you can. So you're going to take 1 shot. Then you're going to reload for free. And back off to let someone else come through. And Overwatch from here. So we still need to get someone into that gap. Okay, so hopefully Dick Turpin has the movement to do it. Maybe... Yes, he can. Okay, that's brilliant. Fortunately, he doesn't have the range though to hit the guy, but he can Overwatch. David is bowing now, can come up and potentially shoot over these guys' shoulders. Yes, he can. Okay, let's aim the shot. Oh, that's nice. 36 damage. That's really good. Reload for free. Then aim your second shot. Oh, and it's stun crit as well. At least a crit. I think the guy is stunned too. And end your turn. So their leader isn't starting off too well. Let's see if Brascus can take this little bit of space here. He can, but he can't see the guy. How about if he goes over... Well, he can hit a trap if he goes over this way at least. Oh, and I just noticed. Here's me thinking that that's all blocked off, and it's not. So we might be in a spot of butter. Okay, so let's pretend we didn't see that and Overwatch from over here. So we're gonna have to, I think, move Anne, and when he does arrive, Cupid into that over to the far side and block up there as well. But for now, the leader should hopefully just beeline it to us if he ever does get to actually move. But I'd expect him to have to beeline through the fence to go for maybe Paris or Dick Turpin. Then he should hit the trap. But let's put another trap. So we got a chance to shoot you. Let's actually just shoot you. Okay, now you're not a problem. It's great. And then we can move her back So we're trying to plug up this side. Okay, so you can end your turn. Actually, let's move over a little bit more and end your turn there. Cupid, unfortunately, he's going to be another couple of rounds away from being able to get over there and plug that gap. So someone else might have to go there if we need it.
A new round has started.
Okay, so let's take, I was going to say take a look at the map, but we got Steiner coming. He's probably going to go for Anne. Yes, he is. Charger, nice miss to start. Okay, Paris now. You can come around. Aim your shot at that guy, please. Okay, that's good. Then reload for one. Aim another shot at him. Okay, and then I'm going to... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, just a bit of chugging going on, I guess. And I'm going to end your turn here. So you plug this side. And then Cupid can then fill in over there if we need. Oh, but there's someone coming in behind us as well. So this is getting interesting. So Dick Turpin might have to go and watch out for that guy's ambush on the far side. But it would be really nice to crit stun him in the doorway. So let's try and do that. Okay, we hit him. Now let's reload for free. Let's aim. Yes, there we go, crit stun. So he's gonna block other people from their side getting through that doorway. Now we can switch to focusing on the guy who's in melee. So Mr. Steiner, we've got a delivery for you. Arrow delivery service here. And I like to think that the rivalry between Morjax and Game Knight is driving both of them on to better performances. Dick Turpin now can reload. Okay, we want you to come over this way. So if I put you about here, we now no longer have to worry about that guy in terms of his ambush because he's stunned. So let's aim at this guy instead, because he definitely can take an action next turn. Now obviously the other guy is going to recover his stun, and he's going to be a problem, but that's a problem to worry about when he does start coming at us. But there's one guy out of action, or I should say another guy out of action. Let's reload with David and then get a shot on this chap. Wow, we really do love missing 95% chances. Let's then end his turn. Brascus can come up into the line. Okay, so he's got 95, 90. Okay, so here, let's aim the first shot. And let's reload for 1 and just shoot him as normal. Oh, and Brascus is getting in on the crits as well. It's nice to see. Okay, so another one of their henchmen is going to turn up pretty soon. David is gunning. You can reload. Okay, then you've already got a shot on the guy. And I think it's actually better if you shoot from back here. Yeah, so don't use that blue pill to move. Okay, and then just aim your shot. Oh, that's nice. More crits. Everybody wants to get a crit, it looks like. So this guy coming with a nice big axe. Oh, and hitting Anne pretty hard there. Now, Anne, you can switch your weapons. Okay, and attack him. So because he's engaged with Anne, he is the bigger threat for us at the moment. I probably should have got Anne a shield. But let's take our dodge stance, at least for now. Now, Furos. Get some warp dust as well. So the entire warband came by there and didn't hit that trap, and then he came along at the end and managed to do it. So that's some pretty good going on his part, I'd have to say. Does he get 54 from here? Yeah, he does. So let's aim that shot. Okay, then let's reload for 1 and then take his second shot. Okay, and then he can end his turn. So there maybe 2 or 3 more people away from having to test a route. So these 2 here and maybe 1 more. And when we get the chance, we're going to have to check their bodies for loot as well. Let's reload Paris to start. Okay, and then let's bring him kind of over this way a bit. I want to get a shot. There we go. Okay, and now I want to shoot you. And I want to reload for 2. And then I want to shoot you again, please. Okay, so he's no longer a problem. Now let's go back here and end his turn. So now we can focus more on this guy who's threatening Anne here. And then let's take her dodge stance. Now we've got plenty of people coming up before him. Oh, this is not good. Anne is in lots of trouble now. Yeah, there goes Anne. That was unfortunate. And then he's engaged with Dick Turpin now. Okay, so we need to take care of these 2 as quickly as possible. So let's aim at this guy. Okay, reload for 1. And then aim at him again. And then end the turn. So hopefully you haven't lost our second Buccaneer already. Can Morjax get a better shot at this guy? 91%, that's pretty nice. So I think we're going to take the take the henchman down pretty handily. But then we need to focus on the hero as well. Now let's end your turn. Okay, so Dick, you can switch weapons. Attack. And then again. So it probably would have been better to put Dick closer to the door. So we got. He can't parry this guy, so he's going to take a dodge. David is going to reload. Okay, and then so he's got 88 on that guy. So let's aim and get a better chance. Okay, so you're gone. Now, before I forget, we're going to do some looting. So and that's why it's a nice cluster. And then let's try this guy. So he's got a dagger and a great axe. We'll take both of those for now. Now it doesn't mean that David is plugging the hole there. He probably wouldn't have picked that as his spot overall, but he doesn't have a shot, so you might get off the hook here. You still can't shoot that guy, so you're gonna back off until you can and then take a shot. So he's just over half health left, and he doesn't act again until next round. Now let's reload with Brascus. Then let's aim our shot at him. Okay, reload for 2. Now, the guys have been reining in the crit stuns, but before the next round, that's really when we want to be getting another crit stun, please. Especially when we see that guy coming with that kind of charge. Okay, so David is gunning. Can you oblige? We got 55%. I suppose even if you move, you're not gonna get it up much higher than that. So take the shot. That's nice. 35. It's not a crit stun, but it's some nice damage. Okay, now Eros, you can reload. You got 41, 55. Okay, so let's take your 55. Oh, it's only on that guy. I want you to hit the other chap if you can. Okay, let's aim. There we go. Nice. So Ogier is almost gone. If we get a lucky hit here now, that would be brilliant. We don't get it. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's end your turn. Okay, another guy showing up, and Dick Turpin is in a lot of trouble. At least Paris saved you from one guy getting at you. But as soon as Anne went down, things started to go a little bit against us. Now let's switch weapons here. Okay, and hit you. Wow, he must have a lot of melee resist. But we still critted him. Okay, and then can we parry? I'm not sure if we can parry him, so just in case, I'm going to dodge. Okay, there goes Dick Turpin, unfortunately. Now he's run off. Oh, after David is gunning. and their own archer is showing up now, taking pot shots at Brascus. Let's reload with Game Night. Okay, now do we have a shot on that chap? He's the one we want to focus on. So let's aim it. Okay, so you're gone. So potentially they're going to rout pretty soon. We've got plenty of guys coming up, so let's aim your next shot at this guy. Maybe help Paris out a bit. And then end your turn. Morjax, now you can come and loot this chap for us, please. Okay, so we got a Wordstone shard. We got a hunting rifle.
Objectives updated.
Okay, so let's take that. So we're now on 4 of 5 Wordstones. We're probably not going to be getting any optional objectives, so let's just shoot this guy. And then reload. And then aim our shot at him again. Okay, and then end our turn. So we're hoping for some lucky crits to take that guy out before they get to test for rout again. Now it is possible that they are going to rout anyway, but I'd rather make it more likely. But I don't think we have enough damage to be able to do that. So let's just end your turn. Brascus now. A crit stun would still be nice, because if they don't fail the rout test, then we could be in a bit of trouble. And Paris is really the only tanky guy we have left at the moment. So let's take this 50% chance and roll the dice. Okay, didn't come up for us, but maybe they'll still fail. Then let's end your turn. And there we go, so they failed. So no optional objective. Paris was the MVP there. We didn't get much in the way of rewards from the map itself. We only got 4 fragments. But overall, it's a win. It's a bit of a scrappy win, especially compared to our last couple of forays. With 2 people going down, that's not the best. But hopefully they're both going to be okay. Let's click through and find out.
Vanquishing the foe upon the field of battle is a great feeling. It is even better when you're getting paid for it.
Okay, so here we go. Morjax is okay, obviously. Okay, Game Night is almost rank 6, just one more
Nice
XP.
progress.
David is Boeing, has just hit rank 6
Fantastic.
himself, as has Brascus. So we got chest wounds on Dick Turpin, recovery time 3 days. The warrior has suffered a grisly injury to the chest. Even after recovery, this wound leaves the warrior weakened, reduced toughness to maximum toughness by 1. Okay, so that could have been worse. Could have been better, but at least he's alive. Which Anne isn't, unfortunately. So being the Buccaneer on our team is
Another
not
one bites the dust.
is not a lucky
Fantastic.
position to hold, I guess. David is Gunning has hit rank 1. Cupid then is not too far away from rank 1 himself. Let's see, we got a blue heavy armor, which we're going to use, and the rest of the stuff probably not. Okay, so let's pay our treatment and then pay our upkeep. So before the next mission, we're going to have to grab ourselves a new hero. So let's just have a look at who is available. So we got a rank 4 Buccaneer, which is way too pricey for me. So it's probably going to have to be another rank 0, unfortunately. But let's click through and see if the... I don't think the warriors will refresh, but let's click through and see anyway. Okay, and then the final
New hired swords
there.
are available.
Oh, and they are actually. Okay. So let's see. We got a rank 3, just henchman warrior. No, nothing particularly interesting. So I'm just gonna grab a new Buccaneer. Oh, how the hell did I get that guy? Well, sorry, but where is he? No, there. Okay. Sorry, but we're gonna have to fire you. I don't know how you got in the door. If your name's not there and you're not coming in. Okay. Now this time. Okay, it worked that time. I must have misclicked. So we'll get her named and customized for next time. Now let's have a look at the map. So we got a brutal, we got a deadly, and we got a normal, average. That's good. So we're not doing the deadly, definitely not. Someone's just died. So it's going to be between those two, and I'll make that decision in the next episode. But that does bring us to the end of this particular one. So if you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and posting a comment. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.